exceptional food. Thank you very much. We've got some flowers for someone that we're going to pass on in a while. Got to go, unfortunately. Good to see you all. Successful season, guys. Everyone a little bit better than last year? Yes, definitely. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Debbie, for putting the food on. Absolutely exceptional food. We're proud to be a Thornhill club. Great facilities, and everywhere we go, no one ever beats the food that Debbie puts on. So thank you to Debbie. She's absolutely. I'll show to John, one of the three coaches, and Richard will talk in a minute, but John's just going to give us a summary of the season. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, thanks all for coming tonight. A little recap of the season. We started the season Division 5 boys. Won the first 2 or 3 games, and I think we'd have been left in that division, I think we'd have won it. But Yorkshire Junior and the Wisdom moved us up a division into a division with teams that we've never beaten before, a tough division. We thought it would have been hard for us. And other than 1 or 2 teams who didn't belong in that division, we competed very well this season. Beating teams we've never beaten before, 2 or 3 teams we've never beaten before. We've always beaten them, we've got results against them this season. We've come on as a team this season. Stuck together through a lot of adversity, times like other players and stuff, we stuck together. And at the back end of the season we played some very good rugby. Next season, the 2 teams that were outstanding in our division won't be there. There'll be 1 or 2 teams, 1 or 2 interesting teams, maybe coming down. Next season, we'll be up there. If we stick together, boys, next season, we're going to be up there. On that note about sticking together, we need to talk about recruitment, we need to think about recruitment of the coaches. We'd like the commitment from the parents tonight, if you come up to see us individually, that your child will sign up for next season. We need to know numbers, so we can think about any recruitment we need to do with. We certainly have 1 new player joining us here tonight, Tiano, who will be joining us next season. 1 or 2 might be leaving, we don't know yet for certain. We need to know, so we let that know tonight, please. Okay? Other than that, good season, boys, onwards and upwards. Okay? We'll start with the individual awards. Do you want to say a word, Rich?
No, we'll just go on.
On a personal note, guys, I've got a couple of things to say. Obviously, my job's changed. Family's changed as well. A few more kids on. 41 up. I'll tell you later. But on my part, guys, they're on about changing the nights on training, which we'll talk about in a while. Might go to Wednesday, Friday. And change to Sundays, Sunday mornings obviously. Sam's not here, he sends his apologies. He's played most of the season and found he didn't want to be a rugby player near the end, that's my son. Tried having a word with him like you do as a dad, but he's found it rugby's not for him. And I think a couple more out here tonight who through the season have found that. Hopefully not to the coach's problem or the team's problem, just that they wanting to be rugby players. On my situation, and the spotlight's not on me, it's on about these guys tonight, who've been exceptional. I can only probably make 40% of the training, and then match days I might not even be there most of the time. So 40% sometimes isn't good enough. We've got people in mind. We've got someone in mind who might be able to do it, who's played professional, who's played as a Thornhill lad, played for the club, and we'll be having a little word with him after. Even if he don't come, I'll be there on a Wednesday if I can, and I won't be there on match days. But these 2 guys, all season, been exceptional, been there through thick and thin. Richard has worked shifts, John's there every week, and I'm sure in his capable hands on match days. Can't leave you with better people, can we, from this season? The guy who I talked about doesn't want to come. I will be there on match days, but I'd rather give someone 100% who knows the game than someone who can only give less than half the time. So unfortunately with an heavy heart it might happen, and hopefully this guy does stand up and take you to another level where these guys are capable of going. Personally, on a personal note, like I talked about Debbie in the kitchen, it's a privilege to have that kitchen, she's been here all season. Parents couldn't have a set of kids with a better set of parents. None of you give us any trouble, now and again, but for 2 years, guys, you've been a privilege to coach your kids, but most of all, they've been brilliant. They've stood up in some adversity, beat teams that they shouldn't be beating, We even said it before some games that we shouldn't be beating these today, we're beating. And it's been a privilege for me to coach these kids, and I hope that someone comes next season and gives you 100%. If they don't, like I say, I'm not walking away. I'll give you 40–50% of your training time or match times that comes. But for me, it's been a privilege, guys, and thank you all. So I'd like to welcome up two players. One didn't want to get up, and Regan knows him better than most. Then obviously Regan's mum knows him better than most. They used to play against his dad, that's all they are. But first of all, I'd like to welcome up on stage to present the trophy. Played for Barla. Luckily I did. Played professional rugby and played in Australia. Unfortunately I didn't. Graham Nunter. Next one up, and more importantly, when we said Jiggling, we don't want to boo. And this guy has played for professional clubs, he's now at Dewsbury, and that's Martin Riley, top player. Before we move on, guys, personally, the spotlight is on them tonight. It's not about coaching and the upset of coaching and stuff like that, and John summarised your season. From us guys, and I'm talking for Richard, who said they don't want to talk, and John, who's come out as a snooker player. That little laugh makes it all, because what we've done this season is we've played with a smile on his faces, and players have stood up and caught people up who we thought 3 or 4 were really good. We need to have a team, there's no eye in it, and these lads this season have been brilliant. They have been exceptional, and they've been an absolute privilege and a pleasure to coach. So tonight's all about them. Thank you very much.
Reassurance, regardless of what happens, I will be here every week. There will be training sessions every week. There will be games every week. We are going nowhere. Okay, we're going to do the individual awards. We're going to start. No heckling, thank you. We're going to start.
No eyes up, snooker table.
First player up, Joe Simmons. A word about each player. This is Joe's, really his first season for us. New start of this season, Joe. He's played 15 games out of 18, 27 tackles, and a good old season. When we get new players, we like to break them in gently, so we get a lot of subs time. It's a tough game of rugby league. It's an hard game to get thrown into, so we break them in gently. We'll give him more and more and more minutes. The more minutes he's played, the better he's got. Back in the season, he put some big runs in, some big hits. He's got better and better. He's improved a lot. He's going to grow and be a right unit. He's going to get better the next season. This one. A great season. Where would you have family notes? I don't know what to go on. Alan. So much yours. There we go. Go on, Matt. Should we go? Matt, Marcus, played 10 games out of 18. He scored a try, a cracking try. He should have scored 2 in one game, but he tipped over his bootlace and won 9 He's made 45 tackles in them 10 games. Started slowly, missed a few games, missed a few training sessions. The more he started coming to games, the more he started playing back into the season. What a player. This kid's got some right potential for next season. Might change his position a little bit, he's a big strong lad. I'm expecting a lot from this lad next season. He's been great for us. Keep coming to the training sessions, keep coming to the matches, and we'll have a good season next season. Thank you, lad. The next one up, Dylan, up he comes son. Crap. Right, Dylan played. Only one of only 4 players who was ever present, played every game with Dylan, 18 games. He was the top try scorer, 15 tries this season. He was the 4th highest tackler despite playing at centre, which he doesn't like playing, but 116 tackles. He was the captain for me this season. It's arguing your own son the captaincy, without being accused of a lot of nepotism and stuff, but I think he's done a pretty good job this season. He's been vocal, he's led by example. I think wearing his head in one of those things makes him recognisable. And at the back end of the season, teams realised what he could do with getting dual marks and kept a bit quiet in games, a bit quiet at the back end of the season. But had a good season. I'm proud of his son.
That's why it's
Hello?
Don't be a fool.
Right then, Kieran. First 15 out of 18 games, 2 tries. I think second and third highest tackler, 119 tackles. What a player. Not the biggest kid, tough as old boots. One of the toughest kids in the team. Loves running, loves tackling. Up with the ball, running with the ball, loves his tackling. Would have played more games back in the season, got a bad old knock, did his shoulder in. I hope he's going to come back stronger next season.
Yeah.
As tough as it gets, a fantastic player, Kieran Haigh. Next up, Adam Sefer. Adam played 14 games, boys. 14 games out of the 18. Scored 2 tries. Something I forgot to mention earlier. Last season with 3 or 4 tries scoring in the whole team. This season with 11. So show some improvement in that respect. 2 tries this season, 79 tackles. Aaron used to frustrate me in training because he'd try and tell him something and he stood there with a smile on his face. And I'm thinking, is he thinking at me or what? And he's not, he's just a nice smiling kid. That's good. That's just with a smile on his face. Well, really his first full season really, the first full season he'd done. The improvement in him from the beginning to the end, amazing. Back into the season, we start the season with 2 or 3 strike players. By the back end of the season, with 5 or 6 strike players, and he's one of them. He can do damage, he scores tries, put big hits in, he's coming on leaps and bounds, and another lad going to be great next season. Having said that. Next up, Josh Albury. Josh, another one of the 4 every game this season. Not just every game, every training session. This kid never misses. Played all 18 games. Equal top tackler, 142 tackles. That's not bad for a back. 10 tries, 4 goals this season. Second highest point scorer. Played all his games. The most committed player, near as damn it in the team. He wants to win in training, he wants to concentrate and do it right. He gets frustrated when other people don't set his standards that this kid sets. If all the team could have the same mindset as this lad, we never get beat. Because he's ultimate professional as far as kids' game concerned. He's on it when it comes to rugby. Really on it. You boys could learn a lot from him. Maybe you will next season. We'll see. Fantastic season. Linchpin of our team, Josh Albury. Mr. Brown, Oliver, Xavier. Oliver, boys, you signed this season. Came from the Warriors this season, first full season with us. What a player. Fitting like he'd been here years. Superb player. Played 17 out of the 18 games. Over the whitewash twice. 70 out of 120 tackles. Third highest tackler. There's nobody in this team knows more about rugby than this one. It was more about quality rugby because he's a Wakefield fan. He's got all the little tricks. He's the ultimate friend. He watches so much rugby, he's got all the little tricks, even down to swan dives and getting penalties. He's got all the tricks in the rock, he's got landing, he's got everything. He watches so much rugby, he knows the game backwards, and it shows when he's out on that field. He's been great for us this season. He's going to be even better next season. He's going to be out there. Next one up, Regan. Now then, Regan, for 13 games, 47 tackles, 6 goals, 6 goals as well. What a player. When he concentrates on the game, what a player. He's got all the skills, one of the most skillful players we've got with a rugby brain. He sees gaps, he times his passes, he's got the skills, and they don't go unrecognised. Quietest early in the season, the more you concentrate at the back end of the season, your attitude improves 100% back end of the season, and it showed out on the pitch, mate. What a quality player you can be, what you're capable of being. When you turn your gob positively, and encourage your mates, we make so much of a difference to our team, it's unbelievable. And that shows the last few games. Proud of yourself. There you go. Right, next one. My mate Sam. Sam Raider. He's not here tonight, but we're going to have a little chat about him. Played 10 games, 36 tackles, enthusiasm. We're missing something from this team, Sam not here. Every team is a ginger. Strawberry blonde, you will say with Sam. We're missing.
Hey John, Postman Pat was ginger.
I won't go there. It was a great game, and I miss him to bits, and he decided to take a break from the game. I think his person is a quiet kid, and rugby's, he needs to be a bit more outgoing to be a rugby player. And maybe Sam won't quite suited to it. But don't say it won't change with the hormone kicking a bit more aggression might kick in. I love to see him back here any time. To be able to come and just finish fitness training, come and train with us, I love to see him back. Great kid, Sam Ray. Adam Scott, become mate. Right then, Adam played 17 out of the 18 games, 1 try, 63 tackles for a half, for the smallest player of the team. For a half, there's a lot of tackles for a player this size. Huh? Oh, I didn't compare you. Adam's the pivot of our side. When we score good tries and play good rugby, it's when a lot of it goes to win. If you look at some of the videos of the games, the nice little moves we put on goes through this game. It lacks a bit of confidence at times. If you saw what he does on training matches, what he does in the training pitch out here, what he's capable of, if you could bring that all the time to match days, what a player. Lacks confidence at times. He's got to believe in himself, how good he is. He's a fantastic player. What Adam lacks, and which will come, is a growing spurt. That's going to come very soon, mate. Not so much, because we're nearly a squad. That applies to all of our teams. When we play teams on a weekend, now we're often we look across and think, it's nice they're big. We're a bit dwarfs in the corner, I don't know, but it will come as we grow, it will develop. Great organisation, fantastic kicking game near the line. Top player this season, Adam Scott.
Yeah, Redmond's bigger.
Another ever present. Every game this season, Ollie, every training session is on a par with Josh with his attitude. Great player. Scored 2 tries, Joint top tackler, 142 tackles. Surprising. From what he was when he first came to us, to what this player is now, is unbelievable. He's now one of our top players. He's got the tries, he's got the confidence, he's got his, over the whitewash now, he's got his confidence there, his work rate is tremendous. His attitude in training can't be faulted. What a lovely kid. The most coachable kid here. He listens, takes it on board, takes it to Saturday. Great, great player. Going to be even better next season. He's been so consistent, he's improved in the last half a dozen games at the level all the way from the last half dozen games. He's going to be a right star next season. Ole. Jake Redmond. Officially, the smallest player in the team. Played 17 out of 18 games. Look at the size of him. 108 tackles. 5 tries. He's found his way to the try line. This kid from drumming half a gap, he's through it. For the size of him, for the size of this kid, the toughest player in the team. You can have kids as big as me running at him. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't jerk out of the way. He's in over his shoulder. Is that brave? He's been knocked out. I worried about him for a while. And him having a win. I'm bothered about the kid getting hurt. I ended up bringing him back into the middle at the end of the season, last few games, back to where he belongs. Okay, it was superb. Recognised when to run, when not to run, distribution great. When I had him at the wing, when we played Wyke away, he saved the game for us. Looked all over there, big wing back scoring in the corner, we ain't got a chance, they won a weak game. He come in, hit him with the right tackle, saved the game for us. Fantastic kid, fantastic attitude, lovely attitude of this kid. It's great this season. When he grows, he's going to be a beast. Mad Jake Lyons, get up here. Now let's we've got Jake up here. Every team's going to have a psycho. Ever present, every game this season, every training session. Kid never misses. Enthusiasm is like a mad puppy running around at times. The enthusiasm of this kid is beyond belief. Gets a bit gobby at times and a bit chilled, but we have to do it, don't we? We get over it again.
Don't drown great, John.
All the games we played, 93 tackles for a winger. Again, we played for a bit of a week. Big winger down here. Wyke, the little kid as big as me, running rings around our boys until he got to win. And Jake mugged him every time. 93 tackles, 7 tries this season. We need to get the ball to him more. Get the ball to this kid in space, forget it. It's try time. He's that quick. He's got footwork to die for. I don't think he knows it himself half the time which way he's going. We need to get the ball to him more. Get the ball to this kid more. We'll score even more tries next season because he should be the top try scorer. He's got the ability to be. He's got the enthusiasm, the aggression, a bit more thought about this game. We'll see some big improvement from you. You've been great this season. Another new addition this season, another player from the Warriors we've got this season. Wasn't getting game time. God only knows why. Because when you get him on his field, you get him running hard, unstoppable at times. He needs to realise that more. Another player needs a bit more confidence at times. Because when he's on his game, and he was at the back end of the season especially, he knows what he's capable of. A bit more aggression in him. He's almost, like a lot of the players, almost a little bit too nice at times. I kick someone to get the game faces on. I actually tell him to be a set of nasty. Sometimes. No, played 17 out of 18 games, got over the whitewash, got his try, 51 tackles, does the hard work in the middle. There's always, there's 2 or 3 players here tonight, before the game, Jambo's one of them, you're one of them, the forwards, I'm saying, the big lads, have a look, they're yours today, and he goes out and does it every week. It's a tough position to play in, prop. More and more game time, better he got, be even better next season. and have a great season next season. Oscar. Jack Bullen there now? What's the word about Jack? Played 16 out of the 18 games, 79 tackles, scored 13 good tries, kicked 15 goals. He started strong with Jack, he set up a little bit towards the back of the season, he started very well. Always a threat with the ball in his hand. Could be difficult to coach at times, but on his game, a good player. And had a good season to Jack, and I thank you for his service for this season. Thank you, Jack. Daniel Bird, would you come down, lad? Danny, played 17 out of the 18 games, 44 tackles, tough season. Jack is not the quickest, he's not the biggest, he's not got the best pass. What he gives you is effort. He has problems with his breathing. We have to break him gently into games sometimes. When he comes on, in those 10 minutes, and then off and then back on in 10 minutes, he has to be subbed. The effort he puts in that time puts some of you to shame, I've got to say sometimes. When he comes on, he gives as much as he can give. And when he comes off the field, he's knackered. He don't come skipping off like some of you do. He comes off the field like he can't give any more. You can't do more than that from this kid. Back into the season, we gave him more and more minutes, and he played a full game at the end. He surprised himself, I think, didn't he? I've been coaching Danny for 2 or 3 years now, maybe 4 years. A great kid, great addition. Next season, we're going to throw in a bit more. We're at the gym routine now, I'm told. Yeah? We're going to see a lot more from this kid next season, get more minutes out of him. Danny Bird. Jambo, your last one, go on, mate. We haven't forgot about you. Here we have one. Come on, Jambo. Pretty shiny shoes. Right. Jambo played 17 out of the 18 games, just missed the last game when he was ill. 68 tackles. I talked earlier about what Oscar does. This kid does the same. If you watch the videos back in games, you'd be amazed how much he gets involved in the middle. It's hard work in the middle, defending the big lads running at you. Every game, I tell him, big lad, come up for him, he's yours. And every game, big lad runs at him and he sticks. He hits and sticks. It's a tough position to play, Brock. It helps me, out of all the kids in training, before and after, there's one kid comes up to me and says, John, you've got an hand with anything. Can I carry something for you? Do you want this? Do you want that? Him. Such a nice-natured kid. His mum keeps telling me, I keep thinking about doing it, but I won't, but I slapping him to go before he goes out and play. He's such a nice kid. He needs to be a touch more aggressive in his game, with the ball in his hand. Because when he first started, he seems to have a bit more confidence in yourself. We'll need more of that from you next season. Because I know you've got it in you. Alright? It's been a great season there.
Before we go to squad awards, guys, they mean more than any squad award. Yeah. The people who are here today have had great seasons, and these guys have put 100% effort in. Two things that my prerogative is, and these guys get paid to play, or got paid to play rugby, as representing the country. Two things. First one is, you only get out of rugby what you put in. I think these two will agree, and people in rugby will agree. Now, moving on to next season, these players this season have been put in Division 4. We'd have easily won Division 5 last year. We'd be beating people 16-0, 18-0 every week. You don't learn on from that. This season we've learnt more about these guys, and I think they've learnt more about themselves than anything, because they're playing against really good teams where Jules Moore are beating us 60-0. Good on them. Good luck in Division 2 next year. They'll feel as we did this year. But to take them results where we're getting hammered, and then come back and beat someone like Wyke in the Park, who we always struggle with, we've only beat them once in about 8 times, is about putting in to that game what you get out and their rewards. So whatever the training is going to be Wednesday, Friday, If you turn up on a Wednesday and Friday and you put 100% effort in every time, you will get the reward on a Saturday, or it's going to be a Sunday now. And that's what we ask of you. And the parents have been brilliant. The kids have hardly missed the games, they've missed a few training sessions. Just let us know. The Facebook page is there for these guys to know who's coming on a Wednesday and who's coming on a Friday. Sometimes we've got 17, 18 players signed on. If you only get 9 on a Wednesday, we can't put in the game situation and the game.
Just on that point, we're saying Wednesday, next season it will be Sundays. We're saying Wednesday, Friday, because it's that equal spacing for the training sessions and the games. We might as well put something on Facebook and doing a poll and see which is best night for everybody, because I realise Friday night that'd be awkward.
Yeah.
So I'll get Stacey to put something on Facebook if you don't mind, and see which nights, we'll have a little vote on it, and see which training nights you actually prefer, which is best for everybody. Probably the best way forward.
On that bit, we're going to be fair. As coach, we're going to be fair with you and what's easiest for you as parents. Because every one of you put a massive effort in. Couldn't have asked for better parents this season. No one's ever turned around and says that wasn't good enough when we got stuffed at Jewellery Moor. I said it at Stanley. But one thing, I'll just hit on 2 things about rugby, and these guys will nod their heads. You get out what you put in. And if you're willing to put everything in, you will reap the rewards. Not today, not next season, but when you get to 18 and these lads, the professional rugby players, play for Great Britain as an amateur. It's up to you. You've got it all there. If you put it in, you'll get it out. And that's a true fact of rugby. The second bit of rugby, and this is where I went wrong at Stanley, I told them that I'd bring a mirror at Stanley, and when you walk out of that dressing room and you look in that mirror, and you promise yourself you're going to give 100%, you go out on that field and don't give it, and you walk back in, that mirror's still there. Dare you look at that mirror in the eye. Because you're going to lie to yourself and look away if you haven't. And these guys here, and John's been on about it, lovely kids, and what I think really what John wants to be, and I'm a stickler for it, I play to win. And these guys now are not being taught, and it's not in the book, the handbook at Barlow now, to tell you, don't go out there not to win. Next season is about going out to win. And if you get stuck in Division 4 with better teams, go to win. You've done it this season. If you get in Division 5, go to win. If you get in Division 2 and you go with Jewellery Moor, like they've done to us this season, I think you'll all agree. Start of the season, we should have been in Division 5. But did we moan about being in Division 4? Because we knew what we'd get out of these players. So the mirror never lies. If you can look in that mirror when you come back in out of changing room, guys, be winners next season, because the mirror will never lie. Give 100% and you'll get out of the game what you've given. I hope you all agree with that, because when you go now, these guys are going to be 14, and they have got it all there for them. They can play rugby. Every one of them people who's just picked up a trophy, don't matter about these player years to me. Them trophies there where they say 17 out of 18, 18 games a season. It's 18 games to give 100%. Can you do it? I have no doubt that next season, guys, you are going to be, you've come on from 2 seasons ago, for me having a privilege of coaching you, to where you are now, it's all there for you. And sometimes I think in my part, I've been a bit wrong. I've said to these guys, I put a structure into their game, which is about, these guys know about structure, you take them that side, you take, maybe actually done it too early, but it's there now this season, because we're going to play against really good teams who are going to come and they want to be the ones who give 100%. And next season, going to do it, give it all. I wish you all the best of luck, you've got it. Alright?
The individual awards, the sport awards, 2 are chosen by you lot, that's the parents and the kids, 2 are chosen by the coaches. As Ian said, the most important awards you've already got, sport awards. So whoever does receive these awards, you wouldn't have got it without your team base. Remember that. Okay? Don't be the big boys when we go for stage. Show us your humility, please. Take the shoulders in the window. It's intended to be presented. Okay? No attitudes. So we start with the most improved. Any one of you, oh sorry, we're starting the most improved. Could have gone to any of you. Every single player in this team is better than when they started this season. But I think one player came to us without any experience and has had improved so much game on game on game. He stood out in the end as the most improved. That's Adam Sefer. get a set of rabble, your parents. You amaze me at times. You made the right decision in this instance, I think.
Definitely.
A player that's been outstanding this season and a privilege to coach. Outstanding this season, this lad. Oliver Llewellyn. Okay, on to the Players Award. As a player, to be voted by your peers is the best thing you can get. The players around you vote for you, that you're out on the field with them. For you to vote the player of the season, that's a great award to get. And you lot have shown some common sense as well, because you agreed with that lot. Oliver Llewellyn. Finally, the last one is the Coaches Award. I would happily give you all a trophy apiece, and one trophy to give. Ian just talked about 100%, about looking in mirrors, about attitudes, about coming to training switched on, coming to train for an hour and a quarter, hour and a half, however long it takes, being switched on for that time, being switched on game days, being committed. Going out there giving 110%, listening, doing your best as much as you can. And one player stands out in this team for his effort, his attitude, and his will to win. Josh Overy. Right then, that concludes the awards ceremony, if you like. We're going to have a little talk now about thank yous, thanking people for the season we've had. I'll start first with the parents. Ian's alluded to it. We're a fantastic set of parents. I've been involved in coaching other teams up here, different age groups. There isn't a set of parents like you lot. There really isn't. So supportive. Match days, we've got raffle tickets, we've got a football card, we've got a kit, we've got stats, we've got cameraman. Everybody contributes. We don't get any grief as coaches. We don't get people shouting and yelling, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing the other. We get nothing. Or we get support. We couldn't ask for any more for parents. And the parents reflect the kids. Because again, I've coached other age groups where someone has been little swines. I've had some right times. These kids, you don't have to shout, you don't have to bawl, they're good as gold. What a lovely set of kids, okay, to the parents. Really, thanks very much to parents. Players, from the coaching point of view, you come in as a set of kids to coach. Your attitude's great, you get on well with each other, you're respectful, you give your best for us. We've had a great season, we're going to be even better next season. Thank you, players. The club. To Pauline and Gordon, to James and Debbie, all the Ratcliffe clan. Look around you. Look at what we've got here.
Don't be in a vision now, do you know that?
We're the club, the first team is in the top level of amateur rugby league. This is a top club. We go to places on a Saturday morning, we get changed to a scratty old shed, we go out and play in a ploughed field, and we go to a scruffy pub down the road for a hot dog. People come here and look at this. The changing rooms, the facilities, the welcome they get. We're proud to represent this club, but whenever we go away, we make sure the lads behave, we make sure we're respectful, we respect the referee, we respect the club. When people come here, I personally welcome the coaches here, the players, people look at the Thornhill. We want to have a good day. We want this club to be about the right things, and it is. We're lucky to have this facility, and I thank the club for having us. To give away.
First team playing national conference, as you know. We went to the national conference dinner 2-3 weeks ago, and we came back with the media trophy. It's been on, I know it's on the first team page, it's on the Trojan page, but don't think you haven't had a mention, lads, because you have. Every week, all your results go on there. And the national conference complimented us on how it wasn't just for the open age, how it was for the kids as well. Girls, boys, for everything. So every time you play, you're always mentioned on Facebook Live on Thornhill Trojan page. So I'd like to thank you all for helping us with that media award.
John, Martin just whispered in my ear, and this is something to take to next season. He says it's a great place, but it was never nice to play against Thornhill. Now, that is what we've got to instill in you guys. Make it not a nice place to come. This is your park. This is your club. All right. That's a brilliant shout by this guy who didn't even have to say anything. He said it was never nice to play at Thornhill. Let's make it a nice next season. All right. Thank you, man.
Right, there were a few gifts, a few thank yous. First of all, lots of chocolate. Follow you come up here and give me a cup. Next we're up to the Cyclone Dad, please. Come on, Jimmy. Almost every week. Sure, Alison's going to have to look this up. I'm picking them alphabetically as well.
Saturday anyway.
This is for Debbie. She's not here, but she's got to shut off. Got troubles at home, I'm afraid.
She's had a family bereavement this afternoon, so she had to go.
Debbie, as you know, we play home games once every fortnight, sometimes once every 3 weeks. Great Snapple. Debbie is here Saturday to Sunday morning from 8 o'clock till 1 or 2 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday throughout the season, providing food. What a job she does. Them pulled box sandwiches are gorgeous. She's the backbone of this club, and it's a big thank you to Debbie. Next one, the Come On Legs mum. Come on. Come on, Shannon. I'll ask for the person that really washes the kid, but become Alison.
What did he get his money?
Do him a swap.
Has he vocally nominated you?
I just closed. Look at this. Look what it's called.
What's in order?
Based on dates when Alison keeps a gob shut and he goes, come on, we'll wash it. It gives me time to sell more tickets. It's there, look, you see it. Got some more for me?
Thank you very much.
Shampoo in this, guys.
Don't spin it round.
Other than that, thanks for a great season. If you won't mind, we're up the doors. If you can relocate to the bar, please, because that's tied up for tomorrow. We're not going home, we're all going
Not more than me.
We showered later.
All right.
Listen, all lights and that's still here because we didn't come out of here last week after hours.
Oh, believe it or not, I've been stood there all that time and I've lost some weight next to that radiator.
Yes,